Hello and welcome back. This will be, I believe, our second episode. I've done some mining in between here, not a ton, but enough to get us some resources, so we're going to pop down and take a look. I also, what did I do? I built a turtle. It's just a basic turtle, so I've got him started. As soon as I get 3 diamonds, I'm going to attach a pick to him and use him as kind of our ghetto quarry. I did get our smeltery running. I made enough grout to create the tank and the controller as well as some valves. Right now what I'm doing is smelting up a single bar of gold so we can make a cast. Up until now all I've been able to do are blocks, which kind of limits what you're capable of doing. And I'm supposed to have 2 bars of gold, not 1. So while that's melting, I found the Tinker's Construct tables in one of the houses here in the village. I built a tool forge. That one, if I remember correctly, is 4 blocks of iron. Wrong button. It was forge. I built this one. So yeah, 4 blocks of iron, 3 of these seared bricks, and 1 of these tool stations. Luckily the tool station's not that hard to make. I haven't made any tools out of the Tinker stuff yet. Let's see what else we got here. That's not melted yet. I have found a little bit of material. I did use up some of my iron to make some buckets and a pick. Got some gold, goofed up, left some silver in with some gold, and got some electrum. Found a little bit of lead. Currently I'm only melting things that I had enough to make a multiple of 9 of, so I could turn them into blocks, because all I had access to was the basin at first. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Hopefully we'll... Oh, I ran out of lava. That's going to slow things down significantly. Alright, I'm going to have to go find some more lava so we can get this thing going. I think I may have to invest in a barrel, I think. So what we need for a barrel is 2 pressure plates, a cauldron, so a cauldron, 2 pressure plates, so here and here, here, and then 6 iron. So now what we can do is if I find some lava, I can just bucket it into this barrel. I did also make a single transfer node because I found some lapis down there. So I had just enough to do it. What I'm thinking here is once I get a little digger up here equipped with a pick, I'm going to probably build a chunk loader. Just a single, because I've got enough ender pearls here. I'll need 5 diamonds to do it because the table will take 2. The pick will take 3, so I have to get at least 5 diamonds before I can do it. But then I can just kind of dump coal and charcoal into him and have him mine out a chunk at a time until we get some resources to move on to some better gear. But for now I'm going to go lava hunting. Once I have some lava and I can finish this ingot cast, I will be back. Alright, so I found a small bank of lava. Only had about 16 buckets worth in it, but we're going to hook it up anyways. And what we can do here... Actually, I think we're going to do this. Make that look a little better. So what we're going to do is we're just going to attach this liquid transfer node to it, and then we are going to hide it. So just for now, there. That gives us some lava flowing into that tank. That'll last us for a little while. Get rid of that so it doesn't look quite as bad. Come back in here. Still dirt there. Weird. Oops. Okay, so now we've got our lava in there. So now we've got our gold melted, and we can finish our ingot cast, which will help quite a bit. Oops, put the ingot cast back. So now what we can do is we can pretty much melt anything we have here, because it doesn't matter if we end up with an odd number left over or a non-multiple of 9, because now we can start with the blocks and then move it into those. Although I do have to do something with this electrum and this silver still. I may have to pump the silver back in there until I get enough electrum to complete a block, or either that or I'll just pump it into here. Actually, I think I'll just do that. Ooh, I can't. My transfer node's right there. I think it might be time to make another transfer node. Let's see. Need 1 of those, 2 of these, 9 of those, 5 of these, 5. Alright, so what we need here is a block of redstone, a bucket, which I suppose we do already have 1 of. Iron goes here, redstone goes here, lapis goes here, and transfer node. So now what we can do is put this onto here, grab another piece of pipe. It's not going to be pretty, but it will work. Now what we can do is we can take these out as bars and get rid of that. And that'll help us out a little bit so we're not wasting any materials. I don't think we're going to need this stuff for a while, but I'd rather not lose it. And then once I get this done, I think I'm going to either make a steel hammer. I'm not sure. I have to look at the materials, otherwise I may try and get by with a stone one. But I'm going to finish emptying these 2 tanks out and then decide what I'm going to do next, and I'll be back. Alright, we're going to make some hammers. They're not going to be very good hammers, but we're going to make a few of them anyways, because that'll help us move along a little bit here. So I've got 1 stone hammerhead. I'm going to make a couple more of them because they're going to break easily. I just don't want to use up any of my steel on these things, or my iron on these things yet. And then for each hammer we're going to need 2. Just needs to be more stone. 2. Okay, and now we need a tough tool rod each. And 4. Okay. Then we come over here to the new forging table that we made. Hammer, plates, tool rod, and junky stone hammer. They won't be fantastic. They will break. They will break really quickly. But I can carry a table around with me and just use the cobblestone I'm mining with them to repair them. And then later on when we get more materials, we can use them to make something a little better. But for now, what we're going to do, crafting table, convert the crafting table into a crafting station. And that's a tool station, is that right? Tool station, yes, okay. Tool station. Can we shrink that? Yeah, we can. So now what we can do is we can carry this around with us, and whenever we get to the point where we're full, these break, we can just pop this down, toss some cobblestone into it. So all we'll have to do is toss cobble here, hammer here, repair it, and then move on. And then that'll allow us to keep going. And then what I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to store these picks for now, because I'm not going to need those. I'm going to keep this iron pick as a backup for that one. Alright, time to go mining again, and if I can get the diamonds, that's what I'm looking for. My goal right now is to get 5 diamonds so I can get Little Digger going. And then let's see if we can go from there, but I will be back as soon as I find some diamonds. So the only problem with the hammers, and this first one's actually doing fairly well, is you tend to find yourself in holes after a while, although I did find some diamonds, which I'm going to consider to be a little bit of a bonus here. What I may end up doing is using up some of the iron I have to create an iron hammer, just to keep that on me for when I find things like this. Unfortunately, I don't have anything with fortune on it, and it's going to be a while before I do. But I've dug out completely around these diamonds, so they should be safe to dig out. I'm just going to expose them a little more here. Cut that out. And okay. And I think this one too. I've found that when you're doing this, the optimal spacing for torches within here to completely get rid of the spawnable area is with 4 blocks in between, so every 5th block. Seems to keep my tunnels from becoming popular with the critters. Alright, let's see what we got. I think, oh wow, that's 6 diamond door there. That should get us exactly what we're looking for. So let's see what we get out of it. And we get a broken pick. And we should get our 6 diamonds. Okay, perfect. Alright, so that is what we were looking for. What I've been doing is I find things as I dig under the tunnels. I've just been sealing it back over after torching it, because I don't want to have to deal with, constantly walking down here and hearing creepers or that type of thing running around in here. I may have to build myself an excavator, because digging out the dirt that fills this tunnel is a royal pain. But I'm going to extend this tunnel a little more, and then I'm going to pop up and start working on the things we need to build. The turtle is going to be built by himself at first because I don't have any obsidian, but I can use the turtle to harvest obsidian, and then we can move on from there. But I'm going to do a little more mining, and then I'll be back. So while digging, I found this, and I thought I would share, since these dense nodes are always interesting to get. I can't remember how much you get. I know without fortune you just get a single diamond per normal. But let's take a look and see how much we get for a dense. 3. I'll take that. Alright, just thought I would share that since it's the first dense ore I've run across and seemed like it'd be worth taking a look at. But I'm going to dig this out and I think I'm going to head back because I'm starting to fill up. So I'm going to get back there and tally up what I've got and I'll be back. Alright, so overall we did pretty good with that mining run. Came out of it with 18 diamonds. I used up a bunch of the redstone I had on me and I put haste on this thing. I pushed it up to third level of haste. So it moves pretty quick through the stone now. It does burn itself up a little faster, but it's stone. It's easy to repair. So we're going to toss our gold, our lead, and I don't know if we have any space left. We do not. So we can even get all our lead in there. And this stuff goes in here. Toss that in there. Like this. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with the rubies yet. And coal. I think I put, yeah. So we've got enough diamonds now. So I think what we're going to do, how many sticks? I have 2 sticks. Is make our first diamond pick. And then we're going to go up and we're going to grab Digger here. Going to put him. And now he is a mining turtle. And we're going to pop over here, drop our diamonds because I don't feel like losing them. Now what I'm planning on doing, I think, for the obsidian is I think I'll just take 3 buckets worth out of here, which is apparently all I have left, so I better grab some now. And I'm going to just turn it into obsidian and use this little guy to break it. I have books from one of the houses with books here in town, so that's not going to be a problem for making the enchanting table. And I may end up making 2 because I want a chunk loader in this area just to keep him running, because I think it'll be helpful to get some materials going just in the beginning, since he'll be able to mine while I'm not here. It won't be perfect, but if I run him on like a 32 by 32, run him on basically 4 chunks and keep the area chunk loaded, I can come back and have a whole bunch of hoppers and chests or transfer nodes or whatever to keep it empty, and I should be able to come back to a decent amount of materials. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get that obsidian created and then see about getting the enchanting tables done, and then I'll be back. Alright, so what we've got here, I've got my 3 obsidian blocks and I got my little digger here. What we're going to do here is pop open the OUA thing, and we're going to do, I think that's how we do it, and then we're going to go t.dig down, and we get a piece of obsidian. Now we tell him to, let's see, I can't remember, I think it's move forward? Nope. Maybe it's just forward. Let's try that. Oh, it's just not my day for typing. Yeah, of course. You have to actually give them fuel, or for some reason they just cannot move. Okay, now we tell him to dig down again. Now we tell him to, I think it's turn left. Then we have him move forward one more. And we have him dig down one more. And now we have our obsidian. For some reason, all of a sudden I'm thinking I need 4 pieces for an enchanting table. I bet it's 4. It's 4. Alright, so I got a little more digging to do. I thought I was right ahead of the curve, too. Oh well. Well, we'll get these pieces in here, and that's not where I want those. It's up here. And then we need a book. Alright, so I need to go find one more piece of obsidian, and then I will be back. Alright, so I've got our obsidian and we're ready to move on. So we're going to put that in there. We had a little pond of lava outside the one of the walls. I think it's the north wall. Dumped some water on it and used him here to dig up the pieces. Pulled some extra just in case. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make a chunk loader. So we're going to be doing this. With luck, this will not cause issues on the system. So what we've got here, we're going to go down in our mine. We're going to use this as a guide because I'm going to have him dig out basically 2 chunks worth of space. And I don't think I want to go down too far because I want him to actually pull extra resources out, not just like diamonds and stuff. I want iron, I want all sorts of stuff to come out of this. So what we're going to do here, that's our chunk line right there. Let's see here. So our church is over there. So I think what we're going to do, I think we're going to pop over onto this side. Right here. And we'll put him down right here in this corner and we'll have him dig because he'll dig straight ahead and then over. So what we're going to do, and I think I got one of those cave networks close by. Cut this back a little bit. Alright. Torches. Because it's better to over torch than to under torch. And we are going to place, so he'll be in that chunk. And he'll be going this one and one over. So if we put our chunk loader here and we leave it on 2, it'll do this chunk right here and then 2 chunks in that direction. So that will allow him to do what he does. Now we're going to need to get him some coal, which I forgot to bring with me. Oh, there's some right there. That will work better. So we'll pull... Oh, nuts. Broke my ladder. That's... Okay, ladder fixed. Let's grab that right there and there. And now that we've got some coal, we don't need a ton to get him moving, just a little bit. And let me try to think here. I think it was excavate and the diameter. So we're going to do excavate 32. So he should dig straight that way for 32 blocks. So he should cut to the end of the next chunk. So what we're going to do... Now he will only dig down... He'll dig out this line where he is. So if we put our torches here, do our normal spacing, because I just want to make sure he's actually going out to the end of this chunk. And we don't want to get in front of him because he will beat us to death. That's 3, 4, and 5. And more coal for him. Oh. Well, hello there. Alright, so we're not going to be digging that fully out, because I don't feel like getting shot or whatever else is going on. But that's definitely one of the cave systems that's been causing us issues. Ooh, look at them all. Wow. Let's see if we can kill a few of them off. Yeah, let's just do... Will they let me do it? There we go. Come on. Next. Almost. Oh, there's a ton of them down there. They must have been piling up for a while. Okay. Let's move on here. This should be the end of the... Okay, yep, right there. That's where he turned around, so perfect. Just put a torch here. And yeah, while these little guys are digging, they do have code in them to try and remove obstructions. And if you're standing in front of them, you are an obstruction, and they will start hitting you. And he's got a diamond pickaxe, which does sting a little bit. So we're going to put a torch there. Ooh, zombie head. Can we light a little... Oh, that's fantastic. That's just what we need. Get shot into bits by a skeleton. Did he lose us, or is he coming? Let's find out. There he is, right there. Come on. There. Alright, so we have some sticks now. Some torches. Oh, my skull. Alright, so I just want to see if I can get this area a little bit lit up here, because There have been so many things spawning onto this village during the night that it kind of gets annoying with how loud they get. 5. One of these days I'm waiting for something to punch me in the face while I'm making a torch to make it so things won't punch me in the face. Looks like I sealed this area off. I don't remember doing that. It's torched up. Oh, that's right. Some of these areas I closed off while I was securing this area because the villagers could get down into these holes. Apparently. Kill him. And put a torch. Okay, so this area should be, we'll get rid of that so it's not annoying, should be lit up. Let's take a walk back here and find out. Let's see, I hear more zombies. Leaving all these ores behind because I really don't need them at this point. I have no use for copper or aluminum yet. When I do need it, hopefully by that point I'll be able to get some of it. As you can see, he's moving along pretty good. He'll clear this whole area out. I'm hoping he doesn't run out of fuel while he's buried under his little hole there. And then we're going to need to come all the way back here. So what he should do when he gets low on fuel is he should come back to, where is it? This spot right here. He'll sit over that hole, and this is where he'll want a chest to be. So what I'm going to do is go make a chest and get a chest right here, probably a double chest, and maybe I may move it up to a gold chest just so we've got it, and then maybe an array of barrels or chests or something off of it, because he's going to produce an awful lot of material. So I'm going to go get started on that, and then I'll be back. Alright, so he's busy way off there in the dark. He's actually coming back right now. So he's more than likely full. Made one golden chest. So we're going to start with that one. And then to go along with the gold chest, I made 2 iron chests. And what we're going to do with those, we're going to dig down one more block. Grab a transfer node here. The transfer nodes are actually fairly easy to make, as long as you've got the resources for them, obviously. Transfer. So we have all of this stuff. I'm just using straight transfer pipe. Well, I'm not making the Ender Pearl version. Don't have a QED yet. But so I'm making the singles here, redstone block. Redstone we have a bunch of right now because I keep finding veins of redstone. Cooked up some cobble. We have enough trees or logs to make the chests. What I actually did was I went and removed a couple buildings that were in really silly locations in the village. You know, they were kind of embedded in walls, that type of thing. I cut those out. And then we're using those. So now what this will do is this will slowly drain out into that chest. Perfect. I wish I caught him when he came back, so I gave him some more fuel. What I was thinking about doing was putting a transfer node with a chest up here, or with one of the hyper rationing pipes or the rationing pipes on it, and putting a filter in here to tell it basically that to keep 1 stack of coal in him. And then to have a filter coming out of this or something like that that specifically put coal up into that chest. But I don't think we'll need that just yet. I'm hoping he'll use fuel out of his inventory as he finds it, but I've got some here for when he comes back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let him run for a while and go see where we sit as far as time we've run, see what I've got left I want to get done, and then I will be back. Oh, you can actually see him. I might be able to catch him. He's coming back right now. You can see him digging towards me. They make the full loop one direction. When they hit the corner, they loop around and they come back in the other direction. Saves them having to move around a little bit. So we should be able to get some. There we go. Get some coal into him. So see, now is where we have to watch out, because now this is going to be too tall. So things are going to be able to get through here. So more than likely, what we need to do is harvest some iron, because iron is very useful at this stage still. Well, iron is useful in most stages. And some coal, and just because it's there, the aluminum. Get some torches in here. How about right there? Will that work? Okay, that works. So now with this, he is going to start making it so things are going to start spawning in there. So we're going to have to we're going to seal this area. Unfortunately, the chunk line happened to be right on my ladder, so there's not really much I can do there. The turtle's fairly narrow-minded, so he's not going to care like a quarry as far as coming back and running into things. Once he clears an area, he's not going to go back to it anymore. So what we might be able to do is, we don't want to block the chest, because I think they come straight up and over. What we may have to do, oh, it's going to be a bit of a pain. I think we're just going to have to be really careful in here until we're certain what's going on, because otherwise things are going to start showing up. And I don't want to risk blocking him in there and ruining everything. So like we can come in here with torches just so we can get an idea of where he's been. And yeah, see, we already intersected another cave. But he'll chop through that, so I'm not really worried about it. And some aluminum, okay, good. Alright, well, I'm going to let him run again. Just wanted to catch him while he was down here and give him some more coal. Because I don't remember what they do. I think if he runs out of fuel, he just comes back up to the top and sits there waiting, which isn't that bad. And then, oh, one thing I did do that I completely forgot to show. I hooked up a liquid transfer node, or not a liquid transfer node here to one of the drains. So anytime we get material in here, it automatically siphons it out, turns it into bars, ingots. And then these two transfer nodes here are item transfer nodes below each of those items, below the casting table and the basin, that just drops the bars directly in here. So all I have to do is just grab a whole bunch of what I want to smelt, throw it in there, and I can walk away. It doesn't matter. It will completely smelt it for me. It will dump it in here as long as I keep this thing full of lava, which is the one thing I've been having trouble with right now since I don't have an easy way to extract lakes of lava yet. I may have to make a redstone engine or redstone dynamo engine, whatever the heck it's called, and a pump from Buildcraft. I'm not sure if we're going to go that route yet because I think that takes a bit of materials. Have to take a look at that. But I'm going to let this run. I'm going to check on him once more. And like I was going to do before I got distracted, I'm going to check the times in the video. Alright, so it looks like we're at our limit here of where we want to keep the videos down to and not get them excessively long. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to let him run for a little while I continue gathering materials. And we will come back next time and see where we're at and move on from there. And then see where we go. Again, thank you for watching.